The UK immigration landscape has just changed, again. In 2025, the government rolled out a wave of major immigration reforms, and they're already having ripple effects across families, workplaces, and entire industries. In this video, we'll break down what's changed, who's affected, and why critics, including Scottish leaders and legal experts, are sounding the alarm. Whether you're on a skilled worker visa, applying for settlement, or just trying to understand what this all means, this is the most up-to-date guide you'll find. Let's get into it. ILR now takes 10 years for most migrants. Let's start with the biggest change. Under the UK's new immigration rules, the qualifying period for indefinite leave to remain, ILR, has now been extended from 5 years to 10 years for most migrants. That's right. If you've been planning your life around the 5-year ILR timeline, you may now have to wait twice as long. ILR now takes 10 years for most migrants. Let's start with the biggest change. Under the UK's new immigration rules, the qualifying period for indefinite leave to remain, or ILR, has now been extended from 5 years to 10 years for most migrants. That's right. If you've been planning your life around the 5-year ILR timeline, you may now have to wait twice as long. This change affects skilled worker visa holders, people on long-term work visas, and even some routes under the Global Talent, Innovator, and Health and Care visa categories. The change is part of the government's broader strategy to reduce net migration, a hot-button issue in recent elections. Another major blow, especially for the care industry. The government has announced plans to close the overseas recruitment route for care workers and senior care workers. Why? They argue that the route is being abused and that domestic workers should be prioritized. But care homes across the UK, especially in Scotland, are warning of disaster. Industry leaders say 1 in 3 care workers in the UK is from overseas. There is already a severe staff shortage, and closing this route could lead to care home closures and longer NHS waiting lists. But care homes across the UK, especially in Scotland, are warning of disaster. Industry leaders say 1 in 3 care workers in the UK is from overseas. There is already a severe staff shortage, and closing this route could lead to care home closures and longer NHS waiting lists. For now, existing care workers already in the UK can renew or switch visas until 2028, but after that, no more overseas recruitment. Legal experts warn of human rights challenges. These policies are not just controversial. They could also be legally challenged. Immigration lawyers and human rights groups warn that retroactively changing ILR pathways could violate legitimate expectations. Extending the qualifying period for people already on track to settle might face legal scrutiny, and increasing costs will place an unfair burden on families and employers. The shift from 5 to 10 years means thousands of pounds in extra visa fees, health surcharges, and legal costs. And it's likely to hit migrant families, public sector workers, and lower-income applicants the hardest. Who is pushing back? Not everyone agrees with these changes, and some powerful voices are speaking out. Scotland's leaders in particular have rejected the UK's immigration approach. Kate Forbes, Scotland's Deputy First Minister, called the social care visa cuts astonishing and warned they'll devastate the care sector. John Swinney, First Minister of Scotland, argued that Scotland needs more immigration, not less. Robert Kilgour, chairman of Renaissance Care, called the policy a guillotine on the care sector. Others are calling for devolved immigration powers, so that Scotland can set its own visa policies based on its unique economic needs. It's a growing political fight, and immigration is right at the center of it. Graduate visa cut from 2 years to 18 months? Yes. Another potential change that's sending shockwaves. Reports suggest that the graduate route visa, which currently gives international students 2 years of post-study work, may be reduced to just 18 months. The goal? Curb unnecessary migration and reduce abuse of the student visa system. But universities, student groups, and global talent advocates warn this will make the UK less competitive, drive away international students, and harm the economy in the long run. Remember, international students bring over £40 billion a year to the UK economy. Cutting this route could backfire. What this all means for you, let's recap. If you're a migrant worker, student, or visa holder in the UK right now, here's what you need to know. Indefinite leave to remain now takes 10 years unless you qualify for the transitional route. If you're in social care, overseas recruitment is ending, but in-country renewals are still allowed. Legal appeals and reforms may still change things, but it's best to plan based on what's currently official. Leaders across Scotland and beyond are fighting back, and you're not alone. These changes are big, they're complicated, but they don't mean you've lost your chance to build a future in the UK. What you should do now. If you think you qualify for the transitional ILR route, double-check your COS assignment date. Review your visa records for any gaps in status. Set a reminder to apply before the 3rd of April 2030. If you're unsure, speak to a qualified immigration advisor. And if you're affected by the care worker changes, now is the time to secure in-country extensions while they're still allowed. Final thoughts. The UK is tightening its immigration system, but the fight isn't over. Many migrants still have pathways to settlement, and leaders are speaking out in support of a fairer, more balanced approach. If you've been affected by these changes, or if you just want to stay informed, now's the time to speak up, share this video, and follow us for more updates. We'll continue to break down these policies, simplify the law, and help you make smart decisions about your future. You're watching Visa Pathway UK, helping you move smarter, live better, and stay informed.